Right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to say Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Bakak Kadash. And the Heavenly Father, true name is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, Bahashem. In the names of Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai, those are the true names in the ancient tongue of Hebrew, the Lashon tongue. And I say Barakatham to the elders and apostles, Wa'akim, Wa'akraf, and I say Shalom. And the title of this outside lesson is going to be Joel chapter 3 verse 9. That's going to be the title of the outside lesson as of October 26th, 2025 on this Sunday. And this is the prophet Joel chapter 3 verse 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. It says, wake up the mighty man, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Right, so that's what we see in the Heavenly Father is doing, because this was spoke about Joel. The prophet Joel spoke about that the Heavenly Father is going to put that warlike mindset of these armies of nations, and that's what we're seeing. So all this leading up to the Third World War, as we're seeing these nuclear escalations and tensions are heating up between these nations, and especially we're seeing what's going on with the Russia-Ukraine situation that's intensifying. You're seeing both nations are using nuclear blows against one another, so it's heating up. So we're going to see more signs of the Russia-Ukraine situation. We're still going to be seeing NATO versus Russia. That's only going to continue to heat up. And all these different modern-day nuclear escalations and tensions are heating up between these nations. And that's what we're seeing. The Heavenly Father's putting that warlike mindset of these arms of nations. Wake up the mighty man. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Just like North Korea a couple of days ago fired off their multiple missiles, which they've been doing for the past 5 or 6 years consistently. And we've been seeing that increasing because the tension's been really heating up between North Korea versus South Korea and the United States. And then we've been seeing the Russia-Ukraine situation that have been intensifying. And then you've been seeing NATO and the EU together and the Western countries that backs Ukraine on these Russia and Belarus. So these tensions are really heating up. And we're seeing what's happening down there in Latin America. We're seeing the tensions are heating up between the president of Colombia and the president of the United States. We're seeing tensions are heating up between the president of Venezuela and the president of the United States. So these are building up of wars, the rumors of wars, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. And the Heavenly Father's putting up that warlike mindset of these armies of nations, because we know the Heavenly Father, He's a man of war Himself as well too. Like it says in Exodus 15 verse 3. So the Heavenly Father set us up, because everything's in control of the Heavenly Father. So that's what we're seeing. Prophet Joel spoke about that he said that the Heavenly Father is going to continue to put that warlike mindset of these arms of nations on a daily basis. So you're going to have more military spending, more military training, and more nuclear escalations and tensions are heating up between these nations. Now we're starting to see that the weak sound strong as well too, like I said in Joel 3 verse 10. So we're going to have the increasing alliance between economical alliance and military alliance on a daily basis, which has been in development for a very long time. We're seeing that start to increase. North Korea, China, Russia, Iran, North Korea, allies with one another against the Western countries. And then you got the United States and their allies rising up against their adversaries, despite the fact they're trying to ease the tensions. But the tensions are only going to continue to stir up between these nations. And especially, what's that, Isaiah 13 verse 17, the Heavenly Father is going to stir up the Medes, which is the Russians. As for gold and silver, they should not allow in it. So these are economical sanctions that the European Union is using on Russia. The Western countries using economical sanctions. The United States using economical sanctions. The European Union and NATO using economical sanctions, oil sanctions on Russia, which they're not going to be phased by that. That's why we're saying Isaiah 13 verse 17. This is a future prophecy that we're seeing in the making. Because the Heavenly Father is going to stir up the Medes, which is Russia. And as for gold and silver, they should not allow in it. So we're seeing the building up of Joel 3 verse 9 is in progress as we see. This is Joel chapter 3 verse 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. It says, proclaim ye among the Gentiles, right? So this is being prepared among the Gentiles of the armies of nations. That's what the Heavenly Father is putting that warlike mindset. It's for Him to put the Spirit on these Gentile nations, prepare for war against one another. And that's what we're seeing. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, right? So this is being proclaimed among the Gentiles, the armies of other nations. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty man, let all the men of war draw near. And we're seeing North Korea building up their capability. And we're seeing China building up their capability. One of the ongoing tensions they have against Taiwan. You got, obviously, you got Australia, Japan, and the Philippines. They all in that warlike mindset of the ongoing tension they have against China. because you had, I would say like last month, twice you had Beijing was sending nuclear warnings to Taiwan, saying they plan to fight. So we're going to see the alliance building up between Taiwan and the Philippines, Australia, and Japan all together. Because I believe, and that makes perfect sense as well too, because you had Donald Trump went over there to the Asia summit to sign deals with. I think he signed deals with Japan, I believe. Yeah, I think it's like Japan and these Asian nations that he's allies with, especially particular the Philippines and Japan, Australia and all that. So that shows you that so you're still gonna have Japan, Australia, and the Philippines building up their military presence over there in that region, especially with the ongoing tensions they have against China and Beijing. So expect to see Taiwan is gonna have more tensions against against China. So China building up their military presence near the South China Sea, right along the Taiwan Strait, the immediate red line, as they're getting closer and closer to invading Taiwan. So just like you had Taiwan a couple months ago, and this year, 2025, been purchasing HIMARS missiles from the United States, and upgrading their nuclear capability. They're doing increasing military exercise rooms. All this going to lead up to the Third World War. That's what we see. This is Joel chapter 10, verse 9. It says, "Plain ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up, a mighty man. Let all the men of war draw near and come up." Right, that's what we're seeing. All is going to lead up to the Third World War. So with that, hopefully this outside lesson was edifying of Joel chapter 10, verse 9. And that was the title of the outside lesson as of October the 26th, 2025 on this Sunday. So with that,
brother. Assalamualaikum, brother.
So with that, I'd give all praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Shai, Hashem, Kakadash, and Heavenly Father, true name is Yahweh. Shalom, brother. So with that, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Kakadash, and Heavenly Father, true name is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, Hashem, and name of Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai. Those are the true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, the Lashon Makadash tongue. And I say Barakatham to the elders and apostles, Wa'akim Wa'akwaf. Until next time, I will say Shalom.